Hey guys, Sera here, and I have a tag video for you. This is the My Life in Movies tag. I'd like to thank the Border Geek, Derek Jones, and Stephen Higgins for tagging me to do this video. Thank you guys. I love being tagged, and people are tagging me in things now, so yay! Thank you. I love movies, and I was really hoping I would get tagged to do this video. If I didn't, I would probably do it anyway. There are 14 questions, and you guys know I can talk. So, we're just gonna get into it. I have them all written down, and might have cheated a little bit, prepared answers, because my memory's terrible, and if I just had to leave this to off the top of my head answers, it'd never be done. So, let's go. Number 1, first steps. The first film you remember seeing as a kid. Now, I have two different answers. The first movie I remember seeing just, like, at all, and the first movie I remember seeing in theaters. Remember, I have a terrible memory. So the first movie I remember seeing in theaters, I don't even remember the movie. I remember nothing about it. I just remember that I was at the movie theater. I remember coming out of it, walking out of the theater, and I remember I hated the movie because my sister wanted to see it. I didn't at all. That movie was Mr. Magoo. And I looked it up. That was in 1997. So I would have been 8 years old. That means I can't remember seeing a movie in theaters before I was 8 years old. Otherwise, The Nightmare Before Christmas, I saw it, like, not when it first came out, but my family used to drive down to Florida a lot when my sister and I were very young, and we had, like, a portable TV that my parents would put in the, like, middle of the armrest, and it had a VCR, and they would just play The Nightmare Before Christmas for us, like, on loop as we drove down to keep us quiet, and it was awesome. So, that. Question number 2. Teenage crush. Which actor or actress did you have a crush on? When I was a teenager, I was much more interested in musicians than I was actors, so Villavalo from Him, the lead singer, was actually, I was obsessed with him. I felt the need to insert that in here because other people whose videos I've watched have said they had, like, posters of this person and the other person, actors and everything, over their beds and on their walls and everything. Over my bed was a huge poster of Villavalo. So, that's what adorned my walls. As far as actors go, Orlando Bloom in Pirates of the Caribbean, oh my god, gorgeous! I loved him, especially Dead Man's Chest at the end. Oh my god, you just... Jared Leto. Jared Leto, since, like, the very beginning, has just been a gorgeous man. And in the 30 Seconds to Mars, the Kill video, Number 3. Bad choices, good outcome. A movie you ended up enjoying even though you wanted to hate it. There's never a movie that I've actively wanted to hate. I can find the good in literally just about everything. I like pretty much everything I see. Even if I don't like it that much, I usually still have something positive to say about it. And I usually just get absorbed into movies. I just let myself fall into it. So, even if it's not necessarily a great cinematic masterpiece or anything like that, I'll have a good time watching it. Movies are an escape for me. It is a form of escapism, as I feel they're supposed to be. Movies that I like, other people are just like, oh, that's a really crap movie, and there's nothing really redeemable about it. I'm just like, I liked it. I thought it was a decent movie. So there's not really a movie I've ever wanted to hate or wanted to dislike. I pretty much just want to like everything all the time, and I usually end up finding something good or redeeming about just about everything. That's just my outlook on it. Positivity, people. PMA. All day. God, that's awful. Number 4. First date. When you went on a first date, what movie did you see? Love Actually. First date movie, yeah, adorable. Number 5. Home comforts. What movie reminds you of time with your family? Okay. So, I'm gonna get personal for a second. My parents divorced when I was 6, and because of my really crappy memory, I don't really remember anything from before that with, like, regards to movies or anything. So, like, from when my family was, like, together, I have no idea. And my family wasn't really, like, a movie-watching family, so One movie that came to mind it's hilarious. Reminds me of family stuff is Beavis and Butthead Do America. And that is because my father let my sister and I watch it when we were at his house, and we went home and told my mom about it, and she was pissed. I don't remember how old we were, but it was not an age that Beavis and Butthead Do America was appropriate for us to be watching. So there was a big hullabaloo over it, and like thinking back to it, it's just hilarious. But whenever I think of that movie, that definitely reminds me of that family fun. I know it's not a movie, but something that does remind me of time with my family is Law & Order SVU. It's something that my mom and I watch a lot, and my aunt and my cousin, who passed away a couple years ago, we all watch together. Like, my mom's side of the family, we all love it. It's a TV show that we've all bonded over in the years past, so not a movie, cheating a little bit, but it is a form of visual media that definitely reminds me of good times with my family. Number 6, first heartbreak. What movie really upset or hit you more than you thought it would? So I take this to mean like upset or hit you more than you thought it would, to mean like in an emotional, like, sadness kind of way. And I can't answer this question without mentioning the cliche, most cliche answer of all time, which is The Notebook. Because, I mean, if you've watched The Notebook and, like, tears aren't just, like, filling your eyes at the end of it, I just don't even know what is going on with your soul, because it shattered, like, my insides into a million pieces. But, like, girl answer. Okay, whatever. Basic girl answer. Sorry. The other one is the first movie I ever cried at. Now I've just, like, mushed up on the inside and I've, like, cried a bunch of stuff. But the first movie that ever made me cry, I was so proud. I'd never cried at anything before. Then I saw Armageddon. Just when, Ben Affleck just gets in there and, I couldn't do it. I couldn't. I cried. That definitely hit me. Yeah. And every time since, I know it's happening. I know it's gonna happen. I've seen it multiple times. I tear up every time. And then Aerosmith song, I love that song. Don't want to miss a fucking thing comes on at the end, and it's just, oh. Armageddon, man. Goddamn motherfucking Geddon. Name that song reference. Number 7. Leaving home. What movie was the first you watched without your family? I would love to know who can answer this question and be right. Again, I more accurately remember the first TV show I watched without my family that I was not supposed to be watching. That show was South Park, and I remember I was dumb enough to tell my mom about it, and she was pissed. I guess I stopped watching it, I can't remember. That's all I remember about that, like, particular incident. But love South Park ever since. Number 8, good times. What movie do you watch the most and why? These are gonna be the answers everyone expects from me, and I mean, that's just what they're gonna be. I mean, what else did you expect? They're gonna be Disney, and two of the movies I watch the most Disney-wise are Tangled and Pocahontas. Love them. Pocahontas it's so underrated. Just Around the Riverbend is one of the best songs. I wish my Pocahontas soundtrack CD would work in my car still, because I would drive around just jamming that song all the time. The other movies, and I say movies, and you know what they're gonna be, are Harry Potter. Because of course they are! Oh man, like, Harry freaking Potter, man! Come on, Disney and Harry Potter. That's the movies I watch the most. And why? Because they're all awesome. They're awesome, they're my, like, childhood Disney-wise, they're my past, my present, my future, they are all things Disney and Harry Potter. And it's timeless. They're all timeless, and they're all brilliant, and they're me. I am Disney and Harry Potter in a person. Number 9, learn a new language. What is your favorite non-English language movie? Some of my favorite foreign language films are The Man from Nowhere and Silence, which are both Korean language films, more drama, thriller. Love them. Just, I was blown away when I saw The Man from Nowhere. It's brilliant. Finally, Let the Right One In. It's an amazing Swedish language film. It's a vampire film. It was remade a few years ago to be Let Me In, the American version, which was, to put it kindly, a fucking abortion is what it was. It's just, it was done no justice. The American version was horrible. It was just, Number 10, Can't Leave the Sofa. What series on TV got you hooked? I binge TV series like you would not believe, and everything gets me hooked. There are so many good TV shows now, and there's nothing I like more than finding a good TV series, but what I like is finding one that's ended, because I'm impatient. I hate waiting for new episodes of something. I like finding something that is ended and being able to watch it from beginning to end. Love it. So, some of my favorite ones that got me hooked. Battlestar Galactica. Oh, Battlestar Galactica. I've watched it so many times through. I must have watched the whole series 4 times by now. It is long. Battlestar Galactica is a marathon you have to be prepared for. But, oh my god, is it worth it. It's so worth it. Fun fact, my computer, my laptop, is named Starbuck. I'm just gonna cycle through a couple of the rest of these because they're all worth mentioning, but there's a few of them. Doctor Who, Sherlock, Archer. Love Archer. Like, redefining love. Vampire Diaries, Rome, The Tudors, anything set in that kind of time period. Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones forever, but books, still better. Parks and Recreation, Jessica Jones, like, binged it in a day. And Buffy. I didn't find out about it until I was, like, in my 20s. I was not one of the people who watched Buffy when I was younger. I know, but I'm almost kind of thankful for that because it meant that I could appreciate James Marsters in all his, oh my god, gorgeous glory. I have a major thing for James Marsters, thanks to Buffy. Plus, like, at least 10 to 20 more, but I am not listing everything. Just television addict, right here. Hi. Number 11, Sick Day. What movie do you watch if you don't feel well to cheer you up? I don't actually watch movies when I'm not feeling well to cheer me up. If I do, it'll just usually be some random thing on Netflix I see that looks decent, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'll just put that on, whatever. I actually prefer to loop cartoon shows that I love. I'm always watching something on Netflix on loop, be it Archer, American Dad, or Family Guy. Those are my 3 shows that I love to just cycle through constantly. If I am in the mood for a movie though, it'll be a Disney movie or Harry Potter. Just feel good, low maintenance stuff. Usually because I feel like taking a nap. Number 12, looking to the future. What movies are you looking forward to seeing? I'm assuming this means in theaters, and in that case, I could do a whole video just on this. I'm looking forward to seeing pretty much every major release in the next entire rest of this year. I still haven't seen Beauty and the Beast though, which, like, hurts me at my core. I do want to see Power Rangers, I want to see Life, obviously Star Wars The Last Jedi because Star Wars! I'm looking forward to Thor Ragnarok, love Thor. Triple X, The Return of Xander Cage, I love the first Triple X movie, and I really like Vin Diesel in action movie roles. The new Pirates of the Caribbean movie, Dead Men Tell No Tales. Despicable Me 3, so cute. Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets, I don't really know anything about it yet, but it looks really cool. The cinematography for it looks awesome. The Mummy, Alien Covenant, Coco, the, like, Day of the Dead themed Disney movie, Annabelle 2, and Kingsman, The Golden Circle, plus, like, literally everything else coming out this year. I just listed, like, so many things just coming out this year because I am excited for everything. I love movies, and I want to see all of them. 13, if only, what old movie do you want to see remade? I have nothing written down for this. This is the hardest question for me. I know Derek mentioned Fahrenheit 451, and I agree with that. I love the story of Fahrenheit 451. It was one of my favorite books that I read in school. I think it's such an important story and concept and message that people need to hear, and I think with technology today, it would do a great job with something like that. Or this one's not so old, but you know what? We need an Avatar: The Last Airbender movie remake. Desperately. I know I said I pretty much enjoy all movies for what they are, but that one really tested me. It's such a brilliant story. Avatar: The Last Airbender. That was an amazing cartoon. It was so good. The story was brilliant, and the movie just, so much potential, did not live up to it. So, I know it's not an old movie, but it's definitely a movie that needs to be remade. 14, End of the Road. What 3 films do you think you'll always enjoy watching? For this one, I'm going to exclude Disney and Harry Potter films, because I think we all get the message, I really like Disney and Harry Potter. Wearing a Stitch shirt! So, still gonna cheat a little bit though, because for the first one, I'm just gonna say Star Wars. Just all-encompassing Star Wars. Unpopular opinion, I'm gonna include the prequels. While they are by no means cinematic masterpieces, I still find them fun to watch, and I take them for what they are. So, I accept the hate that you will, for sure, throw my way, but I'm gonna include them in there. Also, I didn't just want to say the original trilogy because Force Awakens and Rogue One are definitely included in there. As tempted as I am to just be like, all Tim Burton movies, I don't want to cheat, like, entirely. So, Edward Scissorhands. It has been one of my favorite movies since I was a angsty goth girl in high school, and it remains one of my favorite films. Just, who doesn't love Johnny Depp as super angsty Edward Scissorhands? It's an amazing movie, one of Tim Burton's best, and the scene where he's cutting up the ice into snow and Winona Ryder's dancing in it, just, it also helps that there's a Motionless in White song that is, like, based around that scene, part of it, and it just really heightened my enjoyment of that scene, and therefore that movie, even though I already loved it like crazy. And the third movie is another movie that really a lot of people did not like. It's originally a musical, and I wish I got to see the musical when it was on Broadway. I didn't, and it will forever break my heart. That movie is Rent. Say what you will, I love that movie. The songs, that is another movie that made me cry. That is another movie that breaks my heart, and I absolutely love it. So there you go, judge my movie taste, and probably not what a lot of people expected. I was actually surprised myself when I was jotting down some preliminary answers to this. I expected there to be more horror. I honestly did, but that's how the cookie crumbles, Bruce Almighty. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and tag 3 people in this. I'm gonna go ahead and tag Ja Warlock, because I'm always gonna tag Ja Warlock in everything. Come on, people. It's my boyfriend. I'm gonna tag Tanya Latral, and I'm gonna tag Rogue Reviews. They are a brand new movie review channel that you guys should definitely go check out. They give honest, thoughtful reviews on current movies, and the production value is fantastic. So that is that. I hope you guys enjoyed my life in movies, and I will see you guys soon for another video. Bye.